the Solely Rested channel. We are doing a live because Kayla, my amazing daughter, had this brilliant idea. What did you tell me to do this morning?
Well, we were talking about the mills, and I was thinking about wondering if you could still get them in time for Christmas. And you can.
You can. So obviously you might not be watching this the day that it's going live, and you might not be catching it right now with us. So we should probably tell you, so this is more of an evergreen thing, that the date that you can order in 2021 to get these in time for Christmas is, drumroll,
December 19th.
Sunday, December 19th, 2021. But stick with me because we want to tell you some things about fresh flour and why it might be something you want to consider doing in your kitchen. So if you missed the Christmas cutoff, that's okay. You want to watch this video. So first of all, let's show them those things over there. You want to tell them about them?
So these are wheat berries. This is what you grind, and these are hard white wheat berries, which we use for making bread. And this is what you grind to make flour.
Yep, so you would put those in here, you turn it on, you would turn this to get the part you can't see in here is the actual stones that grind together. And then you'd have a bowl underneath and your fresh flour just comes spurting out. If you want to know, we actually have both mills here. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
So this is the classic mill, this is the harvest mill. They both pretty much do the same job, they just do the job a little bit differently.
And different technology even.
And technically the classic you can do grind more flour at once, but this you can just keep refilling the hopper, so it's not a big deal. And then in this one the flour collects here in the bowl that's underneath, and then you pull it out and the flour's just there. And then this one, you put your own bowl under it and the flour comes out.
Right, but we have another video that I will link in the description that actually goes into great detail about these two mills, how they're different, and it will help you figure out which one you prefer. So be sure to check that out. Which is your favorite?
I actually usually prefer the classic. She likes the harvest better.
I do. So we actually disagree. They're both great, but when she goes to grind flour, will grab this one and I will grab this one. So whichever works best for you and whichever your preference is. They're both really great mills for a whole lot of reasons. So the wheat berry that Kayla showed you. There are 3 parts to a wheat berry. When you're buying your flour at the grocery store, which part are you getting?
You get one of the 3 parts.
You just get the endosperm. So the 3 parts are
the bran, the germ, and the endosperm.
And the endosperm. Okay, so the bran is loaded, as you probably know, with fiber and other nutrients.
The germ has oils, vitamins, proteins, minerals, all stuff that's really good for you.
Really good stuff. And then the endosperm is pretty much just starch. So the endosperm is that part that you get when you're buying your flour at the grocery store. So you're getting a lot of starch, but you're not getting the nutrients, the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals, and the good oils. The main reason is the oils, because if they don't strip the flour of the oils, then your flour goes rancid. So they can't have that happening on the store shelves. So of course they do this thing called enriching, and you know that little adjective when you're buying your flour that it's enriched flour. That's because you have to add the nutrients back in because they had to strip them all out. So if you're going to grind your own flour, you're going to have all those amazing nutrients in your bread and your baked products, and it's just so much better for you. Even though fresh flour does not store for a long period of time, we, by the way, will sometimes do more flour than we're going to use immediately, and then we'll just store it in the fridge, and it'll keep in there for a week, 2 weeks. It, of course, has the most nutrients if you use it right after you have ground it. But the really crazy thing is if you are storing the wheat germ, that can be kept for many years. Do we have we brought it up. You want to show them that? The wheat germ, I think they recommend like 5 to 10 years probably. I'm sorry, the wheat berry, thank you. That you should store it. But of course, we have found wheat berries that have been stored thousands of years ago in ancient tradition, you know, that it's been stored away, and you can still make flour with it. So I'm pretty sure you could keep them longer than a decade. But you want to tell them about our lid?
They could probably outlive you.
Yeah.
So this is just a lid that allows you to just take it off this way, and it, instead of pulling up a regular bucket lid.
I hate those lids. Don't you hate those lids? It's like it breaks a nail and then it's hard to get back on.
And they have rubber on it, so they're airtight.
These lids are awesome.
Screw it back on.
Yep. And I have a really fancy system that I label it. we have a sticky note there. But you could use like a labeler and make it really fancy. And then we just keep this down in our root cellar. As long as you keep it somewhere that's cool, they're gonna last you for a long time. So it's crazy that you can have flour, fresh flour available all the time really easily. Kayla also did this amazing thing because I was concerned about the high cost of a mill. So Kayla sat down and did this cost benefit analysis for us, and it kind of blew my mind. Because if we're not grinding our own flour, we will buy King Arthur flour. I highly recommend it. It's probably the best flour you can buy at the store off the shelf. But how did it compare when you break it down?
So King Arthur is around $5 for a 5-pound bag. And
I think it's like $5.95 if you're buying it online.
when you grind your own, it's like $4 for 5 pounds of flour.
Right, and we'll
But
leave
that-
links.
But that also obviously depends where you get your wheat berries, what wheat berries
Right.
you use, all that.
Right, so we'll leave links that show you where we get our wheat berries and the best prices we found, but we can get them for $4 that will make enough to be 5 pounds of flour, $4 worth of wheat berries. So it's even saving you money if you're usually buying King Arthur flour. So over a few years, you've made back your investment in the mill. So, the dog's over there lapping up. As I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to tell them. I guess that's basically it. So let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me over on Instagram. I'm always quick to see a message if you have any questions. Oh, and also, our favorite thing to make with fresh flour? I mean, there's a lot of favorite things, but I'm thinking our maple sandwich bread. That is in my book if you don't have a copy of Sweet Maple, but I'm also going to give you that recipe totally free if you sign up for it using the link in the show notes so you can start making your own maple sandwich bread as well. I think that's it. So I hope everything is great in your neck of the woods, guys. There we go. See you later.